You've all voted in your thousands once again for the round of 16 ties. But what is the outcome of the particular head-to-heads, I hear you ask? Well, you're about to find out. Roll those titles. Afternoon evening everybody, my name is Jamie Dew and welcome back to a brand new video where this time we are going to be delving into the results of the round of 16, and of course as a result I will showcase to you the quarter-final draw, or more to point the quarter-final head-to-heads after all of the round of 16 results have been completed for Eurovision Knockout 2025. But of course, as always, before I dive into those results, I would of course encourage you guys as always to subscribe to my Eurovision YouTube channel, because I've reacted to all 37 participating countries in this year's particular competition. And as you can see, I am at that particular count already. I would like to get to 2,000 subscribers, but maybe that's a bit much of a goal. But nevertheless, if you do want to subscribe for more of my Eurovision juicy goodness, then get subscribing right now. That would be lovely, jubbly, doubly, blubbly, blubbly stuff indeed. Also, if you want to catch my Instagram, well, it's over there actually, Instagram and TikTok handle, you can check out Jamie Dew ESC over there. Thank you very much. I'm also going to be doing one video about my boldest predictions for this year's Eurovision Song Contest, and I'm going to be ranking them from potentially least boldest to the most boldest, but it's only going to be a top 10. I'm not going to cover every country, but I'll make a few honourable mentions for that one. But anyways, without any further ado, it's now time to delve into the results for the round of 16 for Eurovision Knockout 2025. So, without any further ado, it's now time to delve into Eurovision Knockout 2025. This is going to be certainly an exciting encounter for all of the results in question. But of course, we do need to go through all of the 8 head-to-heads and their results respectively. So, without any further ado, shall we get on with the round of 16 results? Let's do this. Come on. So first up was Germany versus San Marino. It is Baller versus the Tuta l'Italia. Now, both of these countries have had a fair amount of share of hype around them. So I think this was, for me, one of the tightest ones to go into it, because Germany have had so much love and so much away from the, you know, sort of dance beat kind of vibe. It's one of the rare ones of types of genre to come out of it, and effectively it's a battle of the dance beats. Germany versus a proper DJ type dance beat. It was close, I can tell you it was very close, but winning with 54% of your votes, I think it was around about almost 200 votes for this one, but winning with 54% of your votes and going through to the quarterfinals was Germany, going through to the quarterfinal stages. I must admit, I'm still surprised that this is getting so much of away from the fan base, because I can't relate to it whatsoever. For me, I feel more like San Marino than anything, but your votes are what counts in this knockout stage. San Marino is going home, and Germany will be progressing to the quarterfinals. So congratulations, Germany. But I still don't get it. Sorry. But let's move on to the next one. And this is going to be serving a little bit of vibe. It is Malta versus Iceland. Now, will it be a case of serving some quarterfinal juicy goodness, or will we be vibing towards the quarterfinals for Iceland? Well, I can tell you that winning with a good 56% of the vote. This was a lot closer than anticipated, would you believe it? But winning with 56% of the vote was... it's Malta. We are serving some cunt and serving some quarterfinal juicy goodness. So 44% for Iceland. I think it was, again, almost 200 votes for this one. I'll have to double check the vote count later for that. But Malta will be progressing to the quarterfinals and will face Germany in the quarterfinals. That, I think, could be a good one, given the way for both of those songs. Next up is one of the favourites for this year's competition, Austria versus Italy. Now, will we be having a bit of wasted love and be heading to the quarterfinals? Or will there be a bit of volevo duo? That's the one. For Italy. But of course, again, another big five. Could be a bit of a wave, but hasn't really got much of a wave this year. Though did get through to the round of 16. But winning fairly comfortably with 75% of the results, it was Austria. Of course it was Austria. Not a huge surprise whatsoever with that one. And so, yeah, only 25% of the vote gained for Italy. But you know what? They gave it a good go as far as that is concerned. But Austria's on a wave of wasted love right now, especially with those high-pitched vocals from JJ. So congratulations, Austria. They will be facing Malta in the quarter-finals. That's going to be a good one. Right, next up is Finland versus Albania. Both of them have had a fair bit of waving in this. Will we be coming to the quarterfinal, or will it be a case of having a load of fire to the quarterfinals? Both of them have been absolutely on a wave of storms for this one. But I can tell you that the winner of this particular head-to-head with 60% of the votes was Finland. It come, right, Erika Vikman. So we will be coming to the quarterfinals. And unfortunately, Albania, with only 40% of the vote, bow out this early. And I know some of you in the comments were sort of going, oh, do I have to pick between these two? Because both of them are epic in their own right. But Albania fall on this occasion. They picked the short straw, if you like, in terms of the draw. But that's the way the draw goes. And you picked Finland to go through to the next round. So congratulations to Erika Vikman. And next up is the Battle of the Drinks, as some of you rightly pointed out. It is Australia versus Estonia. Will we be having a bit of a milkshake to the quarterfinals, or will we be drinking that lovely espresso macchiato? Well, I can tell you that winning with a very healthy 71% of the vote, it wasn't even close, was it? 71% of the votes goes to Australia. Milkshake Man progresses. So Tommy Cash only getting 29% of the votes. Gojo was going to the quarterfinals, that is for sure. I mean, if you ask me, I think it should have been a lot closer, but it is what it is. It is a cool way to go out. But nevertheless, Australia will be battling Finland in the quarterfinals. So there you go. All right, time to move on to the next one. So 2 more rounds to go, 2 more head-to-heads if you like. Next up is, or penultimately, Norway versus Latvia. Now, unfortunately, we had a lot of fire bow outs, but will it be the same, or will there be a bit of fire in the quarterfinals with a bit of lighter? Or will we be sort of moodying all the way to the quarterfinals with Latvia? That's all I can really say about that. But I can tell you, both of them once again had good set amount of popularity in regards to this, and I can tell you winning with a fairly healthy 70% of the vote in the end was Norway. It was kind of likely going to be Norway the way things were going, but yeah, Leiter and Carl Alessandra are through to the quarterfinals, and they'll face they beat Latvia, excuse me, with only 30% of the vote. But you know what? The fact that Latvia still get a lot of love, fair play. Fair feckin' play is all I'm going to say to that. But we move on to, almost to the penultimate, but I'm getting a bit lost here. I think I've got myself a little bit lost. Excuse me. We'll recap the quarterfinals in earnest, so I do apologise about that. So I think it's Norway versus... forget it. Never mind. But anyway, the penultimate one was Greece versus Poland. So this is the penultimate one. I was getting confused. So Greece versus Poland is the penultimate one now. And will it be a case of going Aster Mata, or will we be Gaiaring into the quarterfinals? Both of them with powerful vocals and very beautiful females to date as well. You know what I mean. Anyway, 58% of the vote winning it. It was a fairly close one in the end, actually. A lot of love for both songs. But it was the beauty of Greece that progresses. Gaia is going home at the round of 16 stages. I think that's probably one of the shocks of the whole entire round for at least some people. But yeah, Gaia only got 42% of the vote. And Greece will be progressing to the round of 16. Which is a little bit annoying for Poland, that's for sure. So Poland will be bye-bye out of the competition. So congratulations, Greece. And this is now the final one. Czechia versus Sweden. Of course, Czechia We know they love a bit of kiss kiss goodbye, but will they be kiss kiss goodbye out of the competition? Or will they be blowing kisses towards the quarterfinals? Or will we be having loads of sauna galore into the quarterfinals? Or will we just be steamed out? Nevertheless, I can tell you winning this final round, or final set of head-to-heads with a healthy 65% of the vote was Sweden. Que surprise! Barabada Bastu goes to the quarterfinals, and Czechia got 35% of the vote. To be fair, though, I would have thought it would have been more than that for Sweden, but Czechia clearly gained still a lot of love from you guys in the community. Thank you ever so much for all of your votes. And now, to properly recap, here are the quarterfinal stages. So to properly recap, it's Germany versus Malta, Austria versus Finland, Australia versus Norway, and Greece versus Sweden for the quarterfinals. So basically, it'll be a case of ba-la-la-la-la with a bit of serving. We're going to be wasting love by I'm coming, I guess. We're going to be having a bit of milkshake with a bit of lighter, and a bit of Estonia with a bit of bada bastu. But which ones will go through to the semi-finals? Well, that's down to you. But get voting right now if you want to get it all sorted. And yes, I will pop the votes out this evening and get the video out. Well, I mean, the video's out now, but you get the idea. But regardless, nevertheless, thank you ever so much for watching the results of round of 16. And of course, seeing all the quarterfinal results. Well, results, you know what I mean? But, you know, table and knockout and all the rest of it. I'm a bit tired, in case you couldn't tell. But anyways, nevertheless, thank you very much for watching. And without any further ado, if you haven't already subscribed right now, please do get subscribed. And I've already mentioned that. Sorry. Make sure you smash the like button for good measure. And of course, ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Catch you again in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.